So, there was this guy who thought he'd become a millionaire overnight with a sure-shot crypto investment. The plan's simple. He just had to recruit more investors under him to multiply his earnings. Easy peasy, right? Well, not so much. Enter our friend, let's call him Bob. Bob was your average crypto enthusiast who believed he'd stumbled upon the golden goose. All he needed to do was convince people to invest under him and voila, instant millionaire status. Bob was so excited that he started recruiting everyone he could, his barber, his yoga instructor, even his grandma. But as the crypto coins started to pile up, Bob noticed something strange. Despite the growing number of investors, his earnings weren't multiplying as promised. Instead, they were trickling in slower than a snail on a treadmill. It was then that Bob realized he'd been duped into a pyramid scheme. Now, wouldn't you want to avoid falling into such a hilarious yet unfortunate situation? Let's dive into what a crypto pyramid scheme is. In the simplest terms, a crypto pyramid scheme is like a game of musical chairs, except when the music stops, the last one standing loses all their money. Imagine a pyramid. At the very top is the person who started it all. They lure in a handful of investors, promising them high returns for their crypto investments. These investors, now on the second level, are encouraged to recruit more investors. Each new recruit becomes a new level on the pyramid, and the more levels there are, the more money flows upwards. Those at the top reap the most, while those at the bottom are left with the short end of the stick when the scheme inevitably collapses. A crypto pyramid scheme, like its conventional counterpart, relies heavily on the recruitment of new investors to sustain itself. The returns promised to the early investors are often funded by the investments of the new recruits. Once the recruitment slows down, the scheme starts to crumble. Here's where your spidey senses should tingle. First, if the returns sound too good to be true, they probably are. Second, if there's an emphasis on recruiting new investors rather than the value of the product, it's a red flag. And finally, if there's a lack of a clear business model or product, you might be dancing to the tune of a pyramid scheme. Sounds scary, doesn't it? But fear not, equipped with this knowledge, you can now steer clear of these crypto minefields. So, what have we learned today? We've unveiled the structure of crypto pyramid schemes, where the top benefits while those below struggle. We've spotted the warning signs: extravagant promises, pressure to recruit, and a lack of transparency. We've emphasized the importance of due diligence before jumping headfirst into any crypto-related venture. The digital world can be a wild west, but with knowledge and caution, you can steer clear of the pitfalls. Remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Stay smart, stay safe, and keep your crypto secure.
Thanks for watching. Follow us for more.